For the record, I also leveled up and got 7 inches.
Now I'm ready to start the show. That is PZ85 plays The Curse of Strahd on the Podzilla 1985 network. I am your demolition man, Cody Sandusky, also known as your dungeon master, being joined by our illustrious party. Starting first, he chose 3 wood and power drive. It is the man on the other side of the country playing Bjorn, our resident werewolf fucking creature thing. It's Kaz.
Everything is burning. This is true.
It's Kaz Lerman.
It's Kaz Lerman, the man who wrote the sunscreen song, or at least made the song.
I'm a dog, yo.
That's the man who you cannot see, but whose dice tray you currently see before you, if you were to be seeing this in any way. It's Double H playing Rasmus Thomason, a.k.a. the in sound from Way Out.
They can't see me anyway, Cody. It's gonna be all right. They can't see me. Shannon, here's the important thing tonight. I'm going to you on this one. It's got to be all hips and nips. You got to keep it sexy, all right? Otherwise, we don't eat.
That's true.
Kaz hacking up a lung over it. Creator, co-owner of Podzilla 1985, Mule Variations himself playing Aiden Valmont. That is Shannon Young.
Tucker Carlson did nothing wrong.
Oh.
Also, I want to hold on. I also want to reveal
a lot of comments to say on that.
I also want to reveal my newest celebrity crush.
Okay, sure. Before we introduce our last party member,
Deborah Harry.
Debbie Harry?
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
The girl from like Disney shows?
No, the singer.
Singer for Blondie?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Because there's 2 of them, by the way. Isn't there like one that was on The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody or some shit? Yes, I am the youngest person in this room.
I was about to say hold on. Let me quote from Eric Andre. Let me quote from Eric Andre. I don't fucking know.
There you go. We're back on track. I appreciate it. And I lost the bit. I had one for Lindsay, and it's already gone. Fuck,
you didn't do any of the album covers you said you were going to do.
I did. The in sound from Way Out by the Beastie Boys was you. Mule Variations by Tom Waits is Shannon, and that's literally what I
doing
said.
Other bits.
Mule
Variations. I didn't.
Yeah, no, I started with a putting challenge because I saw that bit from the end of the Simpsons episode earlier.
Carvalho's putting challenge. You have selected no.
Would you like to keep playing? Your ball is in parking lots. And finally, Flood. It is Zephra, played by Lindsay Wolfgang.
Like my character's skin, I am coloring my fingernails blue.
There you go.
A month ago, that bit wouldn't have been funny to Lindsay or Shannon. Cody.
Well, you know, I haven't said it on the show, but my basement's flooded twice this year too, so it is also not funny for me.
Hey, wait a minute. What was my entrance music?
No, you were the Lee Carvalho's putting challenge.
Lindsay, can I see
a video game?
I don't even know what that means. Putting? Putt has a band?
Actually, I'll let you pick, Kaz, as this dumpster fire rolls on.
Has a band.
Well, I got to go change somebody's name to Putt has a band.
Putt has a band. Would you like
to be Zenyatta Montada, or would you like to be Blazing Arrow?
I like Blazing Arrow.
He doesn't fucking know.
I don't really know who that is, but I'm assuming it's
probably... an album name by Black Alicious, most famous for Alphabetic Aerobics.
Oh, boy, these names on Thursday are going to be a real treat.
Lindsay, can I see your fingernails again?
Thursday ain't happening because we're going to a movie.
Oh, well, time to do it now then.
Lindsay, can I see your fingernails?
Get it with it one time.
What? They're blue.
Are they blue or are they dark blue?
No, it's not.
They're dark blue.
No, Lindsay, no.
Look, I just appreciate that Cody gave me the They Might Be Giants album, so...
I figured if anybody in the room would, it would be you. So that's why I'm not
doing it.
Hunter, would you like to read off the names from that legendary PZ85 group chat?
No, I would not.
That's probably bad.
Because it's real bad right now.
Oh, yeah.
Let me take the lead on this real quick.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that while I pull it up.
All right.
So it's real bad right now.
Since we're not, oh good lord, we're not doing we're not doing Thursday this week, and we're not doing Friday because this week's wrestling week too. So we'll go ahead and read these off right now. Oh my God, I forgot about these. So right now,
he can't even do it. He's dying.
He's not even gonna make it.
All right, well, let me help you out here. Starting with Carol Does Your Taxes, it's former illustrious party member Tanner Calvert.
Keep it going, Cody.
Dead, y'all.
Keep it going, Cody.
Countryman Neck Accessories is Shannon Young. Putt Putt Has a Band is Asa Gray. Spider-Man Shard is Zach Turgis. Schwarzenegger and the Bunny is Stephen Bright.
I love
and
that one.
I would like to, a poorly opened mouth is Jack, a.k.a. whatever the fuck we call him most of the time. And the rest of those are not able to be read here. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Well, I'll go ahead and read them. Hunter Hendricks
I would rather you not mine specifically. Of all of them, I would prefer you not to read mine. I don't give a shit about the rest of y'all. That's the one I'm okay with being left out.
It's Big Wiener edition, of course. Casper's Old Dick and Balls.
It's a classic.
Jesse Kimball is Racist Scott.
Bringing up the close of the party.
And if Cody doesn't want me to read his, I won't. As a gift.
The nicknames of the illustrious group.
Rick.
Yeah, transphobic Rick.
Yeah.
Again,
I feel like Cody and
Jesse. The nicknames coming from the illustrious, legendary PZ85 chat for friends do not reflect the views or opinions of any of the participants in said chat.
For the record,
Cody and
somebody's got to say.
Weren't some of those from like really bad COD tags?
No. For the record,
got to say something out of context, and then we go, well. And that's it. That's all it takes.
Yeah, well, the Rick and Scott thing, for the record, is because WWE 2K23 just put Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner in.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, well, who do you want to be, racist Scott or transphobic Rick? And, well...
just
both are accurate.
Yep.
Man, so I have to be the dog-faced gremlin and the transphobic one. Like, fuck.
So is he. So is he, to be fair.
So is Scott.
He's the transphobic one.
Yep, it's terrible.
Anyway,
Scott
Schwarzenegger
just looks at him and goes, "He's fat."
He's fat.
Schwarzenegger and the Bunny.
Now I'm glad that I know the context of that. I didn't start with that because I was going to start with one of you pulling splinters out of your fat asses and then go in the album titles just because that too popped in my head for the introductions.
Fat asses.
Splinters in the ass?
Introducing first, hailing from Dunkin' Donuts.
That's the other one too.
I mean, if this fire keeps going, we might all end up with splinters in various parts of our body.
I don't think there'll be any splinters left.
I'm about to say
burning up
because there'll be intact, wood and other building materials. Just to pivot back very briefly.
What show are we recording?
This is Horse Time.
Plays allegedly.
Yes.
Where you get to be a werewolf.
Horse Plays on the PZ85 network.
Horse Plays.
Horse Plays.
Horse Plays.
Well, I failed.
By the way, I will address briefly my mistake at the beginning. Debbie Ryan was the individual that was on the Disney Channel for a while with various shows. Debbie Harry is again the lead singer of Blondie.
We're issuing corrections here at PZ85.
Well, that's a first.
I would like to maintain our journalistic integrity because some networks don't.
I can't tell you how many times I've done a show with Jesse on Thursday, and he'll say something, and I'll have to go, no, that's not actually what it is. That's not the story.
And it's out of here.
And then, but then for the record,
hot fly to center. That's all it is.
Just so everybody knows, real quick before we get started.
I thought we were talking about Jesse again with Jesse.
I am talking about Jesse because every time I tell Jesse, no, Jesse, that's not correct. This is the immediate sound you hear. It's Jesse Kimball getting on fucking Google, double checking.
I can't tell if he's actually Googling something or talking shit to somebody in Call of Duty.
When we play Call of Duty and you see Kaz spinning around, we go Kaz.
Go, Kaz, go.
We were playing Call of Duty and you just suddenly hear, then you go Jesse. Go, Jesse, go.
Jesse, go.
All right, I'm done. That's
40
my
kilos
piece.
didn't get you shit with 0 time on
And then it gets reported.
Yeah, he called them trash because their name was Trash. It was the Trash Clan, and then they got mad about their own name. And
well, I think because trash in, I believe in Spanish, trash stands for prince. So he was
fingerprints.
No thanks.
Prince, I don't even know him that well.
Okay,
All right,
so
as
you-
we were
That's an
saying,
Animaniacs joke.
that's
It
someone
is.
finish the Animaniacs bit.
Yeah. No thanks. All right.
There you go. Thank
Go
you.
on with the dungeons.
all right, he ain't even in no dungeons.
No, we're in a burning
About to
building.
be.
Yeah, your graves, your dungeons. We may be there.
Get arrested.
Bring it.
I mean, there's that too, but you gotta probably survive this first. So
Yours
when
got
last we left the
strong.
party, they were left inside of a room that had quickly, well, I say quickly, over the course of about a minute, by the time the rounds were all done, caught an entire wall on fire, and the house was starting, or the room specifically, filling up with smoke. The 6 guards were incapacitated, beheaded, various mutilations by one party member. Isaac
I pulled their
sprinted
spines
from the
out.
room screaming Baron, and the rest of you are trying to now find your way out of this home. So, any questions or any thoughts, any character ideas before we get started?
Do I get to keep their spines?
I mean, you are no longer a werewolf, and you're also trying to help Aiden down the steps. I don't know
Oh,
how
that's
you're
right,
going to be
I'm
able to
carrying
possess all these things.
Yeah, because I'm hurt.
Yeah, I got
I
you.
would- I would like
I
to
have
get
smoke inhalation.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm carrying that one as I recall.
We got
Carrying which one? Lindsay? Or
Me.
Zephyr?
Yeah.
Because I failed the Constitution check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm in danger.
Zephyr is being helped by Erasmus. Aiden, are you wanting to accept the help by Bjorn? We kind of left that on that cliffhanger. What-
I did say to him, if you help me out of here, maybe I won't kill you. And then he started walking with me because I am hurt pretty bad.
I
That's
whisper
true.
into his ear, I can heal you. You just might not like the long-term effect.
Which is ironic because the very first of D&D session I played with Hunter and Mike Branham got turned into a werewolf, but he wouldn't bite me because he was a coward.
It was not the very first one, but it was the first group that you played with.
Was
I
that
give
was
you
that
a-
not the first D&D we played? Like
No,
actual
the
Dungeons?
very first thing we ever played. Remember that was the one where you and Jesse got into the bar fight with that dude, and you threw a guy through a window. And,
Oh, that was 2 separate characters. Okay, yeah.
that was a whole separate thing.
Okay.
I could give you a little nibble.
I do love that this entire, the members of this party just perpetually find themselves in bad bar situations, likely of their own creation.
Okay, well,
I
hang
own
on.
one.
Got to change the name real quick to Bad Bar Situations.
Can I request me, please?
You know what? That's something I can do.
Let's give it to
Great.
him. Yeah.
Thanks.
Give
And,
me
it
one.
is April 25th. It's Miss Congeniality
Well, now-
Day. 'Cause it's
now
not too
Jesse-
hot. It's not too cold.
Actually-
Jesse just looks racist.
No, make Cody roll for it.
Make him what?
Make
he
him
wants me to
roll
roll
for it.
for it.
Here,
Oh, roll for it.
just
He's got a. It's a
He's the DM.
perception check.
just to make it like now
It's a 6, so...
with,
Well,
without transphobic Rick, Jesse's name doesn't make any sense, so I'm changing his name to racist Jesse. There we go. Now it
Yeah,
makes
I'm
more
sure that'll
sense.
stand.
That makes more
He sees
sense.
Second he sees it, he's gonna change that.
You know he's gonna
Is he
change
like
this. So you
milk?
just switch it over to like splinters in his ass.
Fuck.
I mean, I was going to say, yeah, never mind. Just do the other Scott Steiner bit we did earlier. You'll get where I was going with it. It's fine. So, let's see if we can ground this session here.
You haven't even
You
started.
all currently are inside of a burning building.
Yes.
As
We would like to not be in a burning building.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
sure you would. As you escape the doors, because I'm just going to assume you probably want to make your way out of the room through the open doors.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna take Shannon out the window.
I mean, you can certainly try.
That
Not
will
really.
kill me.
I mean,
No,
what
I'm
is
not.
it? Quicker release to death. I mean, isn't that what we're all pining for here?
It's true. Now it's slow and torturous.
Only in real life.
Oh, that's less fortunate. Okay, I can't help you there. Anyway, you go through the doors of this entire second level, because remember, you are on the second level of this house. It is engulfed with smoke, and in fact, the wall that was shared with the bookcase that's going out, you also see that it has breached that wall. So this house is actually going up in a pretty rapid manner.
It's Isaac's fault. He's the one who threw the fireball.
True.
I mean,
I mean-
say it.
Now it's going to be he said, she said, or he said, nobody said, if you guys, depending on how this goes. So, I present to you, the first time we've done this in this campaign, we have a series of skill challenges.
Oh, goody.
Bye, guys.
It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Aiden's going to go bye-bye now.
Yes.
No, so you need to escape the house. I think the way we have done this in the past, you need to have a set number of successes on the checks that we perform compared to a threshold of failures, and we'll kind of dictate how those things go. I will let you know the failure set is 4, essentially 1 failure for each of you. If you do reach that 4 failure threshold, stuff might get nasty.
I got a question.
Not already?
Yes.
He withdraws this question.
I'll ask it in a moment.
Okay. Well, I mean, at this point, it's just starting with your first event.
Let's get this whiskey ready.
Okay.
There you go.
So, and if I wait, am I still a wolf? I can't remember.
No, you deform
you
or transform back.
Damn it!
I mean, that was a choice made by you. I can't.
I
help
know
you
it. I'm very angry at myself.
Yeah, past Kaz failed you.
I want to anger myself back into wolf form.
Pass Kaz.
Past Kaz.
Go,
All right,
Kaz.
so
Into the past.
if I remember correctly, this is also
Point
the
to
way
the
we did
past.
it in Star Wars when it came up, but you will not be able to use the same skill in subsequent checks. So keep that in mind, though, as you probably can suspect, some of this is going to be physically oriented, so keep that in mind as we approach these certain checks.
This is gonna go terribly.
Short show
That's the
tonight.
spirit.
We are notoriously fantastic dice rollers. here, just saying.
Notorious. Sorry.
You will give in. You will give in.
Tiny dark.
Okay. So your first step, as soon as the party, your collective 4 reach out the door, you can kind of ignore the menu. We're going to do theater of the mind here for this. That wall has been breached to your left. Flames are already jutting out of it, and you can see that it's quickly going to consume the banister and kind of this elevated second level you're at. So your first step is to get through that to get to the staircase that is on the other side.
We got this.
Okay.
Okay.
Cody, I've been told that we've got this.
I got faith.
I feel like you were told that the last couple of sessions. And
I know,
so far,
and we
it's
made it.
technically correct.
Exactly. I don't lie.
Okay. So I'm needing... we'll do it in tandems. I will let you guys, because you're going together, I will let you select one of you to make whatever check you wish in this situation between the 2 pairs.
What's this? Oh, I got 8. I got +4 on dexterity.
Yeah. What is this one again? Like
We're looking at skills.
Yeah.
Skills.
So
Okay.
skills, so like your acrobatics, your athletics, your strength.
I'm very acrobatic.
And we just pick one of them to use, or do you tell us which ones we can use?
In this one, I'll go ahead and narrow it down for you. You are going to need to use one of your skills that are centralized in acrobatics, athletics, or just straight strength check to kind of make your way through. This is going to be a physically oriented step to kind of get through here.
Acrobatics is the only reasonably good. I got a +2 to acrobatics.
Do we all have to roll, or does just one of them roll for the group?
No, again, a member for each duo. So Kaz and Shannon, and then Lindsay and Hunter, because you guys are
Hunter,
currently
yours
working
better
as a
than
team.
mine. So.
Kaz, what do you got? I got this.
I got a 4. I got a whole
I got a 5.
quattro.
Remember,
Oh,
whatever you use right now, you won't get to use again. So if another chance comes up to need it, you won't have that option.
Drop your 5 on me, whatever it is.
All right, I'm gonna drop a 5 real quick on athletics, Cody.
God damn it.
All right, here we go. Oh,
You better
oh,
do
baby.
well in my
got
arms.
+2 to dex.
That's an 18, Cody.
Okay.
That's
Am I
not
seeing
too bad.
wait, what?
19 + 2 is a 21.
Okay.
All right. Well, we just used all of our lucky marshmallows.
Yeah, we're done.
Yep.
All right.
Game over.
So both of you,
I can't remember what they're called.
Kaz, or Bjorn in this case, as you
What?
two start kind of pushing toward the fire, getting toward that staircase, he hasn't been dead weight, but Aiden hasn't been as much assistance for these first few steps as you've been kind of bearing more of the weight. But you feel like the reality of the situation is starting to hit him, and Aiden, you definitely feel that second wind coming, not mechanically, because that is a thing. Metaphorically, you feel the second wind of like, oh shit, things are hitting the fan. It's do or die. And you kind of gird yourself and push forward, and Bjorn, you feel that like it's less of you carrying a sandbag and more of you guys moving together with momentum. And you
He made himself
successfully
lighter through just willpower alone.
Yeah, it's more so that he bored down and started pushing his body weight with you a little more forcefully.
Using me like a scooter.
Yeah, you're my toboggan. Mantis toboggan.
Bjorn in time.
Bjorn and toboggan.
And Rasmus, you feel a similar thing. I mean, being the size disparity between the two of you and you already having to carry a shield and heavy mail, you've kind of familiar with carrying a little bit of, extra weight, doing different tasks and whatnot, and this feels the same way. Being all in all as unscathed as you could have been outside of that scenario, you feel capable enough to make yourself through the fire. As you all four kind of pass through it, that area behind you becomes engulfed in flames. So
fuck this building.
There's no going back now. There's basically a wall behind you that you can't proceed down.
I didn't like this place anyway. It's bad architecture.
Yeah, it's that fine wooden architecture that fails against fire.
I don't like the colonial style. Too boxy.
This ranch style home fucking sucks. Okay.
Ranch it up.
Burn up.
To deliver. Anyway.
Time to deliver a murder ball. Okay.
Man.
So success so far. Congratulations. There's that one. Your next, you get through that. Again, you're still surrounded, smoke and fire. You now have to descend a set of stairs.
Yeah.
And not only are there stairs, there is someone you haven't seen yet. It looks to be just a random individual kind of crawling their way down the stairs trying to get underneath the smoke.
It's always a motherfucker in the way.
Ninja kick the damn rabbit.
Booyah! Okay.
No.
No.
I was going to ask for a roll to ninja kick because I was hopefully going to have that happen.
No.
You keep talking, I'm going to nibble on you.
Okay, so there is both an impediment to you and now also the means to get down these stairs while you're surrounded by smoke. Your vision is slightly impaired, although you understand how the staircase works. It's more so just successfully getting down while either stepping on somebody, avoiding somebody, or what you choose to do in the meantime.
Okay, what's it going to cost me?
Are you going to throw coins at it like it's the fucking bar?
I will.
Cody, could I here's what I want to use and here's how I want to flavor. I want to use my survival skill for this. Okay. And I want to flavor it as using stuff from my pack to like cover both of our noses and mouths like some kind of cloth or something. So like my vestments, maybe that stuff that I keep, for rights and stuff, so that we can like breathe and see more easily going through here.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good for me.
Do the thing.
Pizza ball.
The pizza ball.
Time to deliver a pizza ball.
This is a 14 total.
Okay.
All right. I feel like I want to use my animal handling to call in an eagle to help me down this thing. Let's see. I'm gonna go. You know what? Fuck it. Like acrobatics, because that seems like I need to do an acrobatic thing to get around Crawley sauce down here. Here we go.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's not gonna go well. Oh, please.
Hey.
Yeah, I jump over his little ass, and I'm still holding on to Aiden.
He's still holding on.
I got you. You got lighter all of a sudden, so I throw you over my shoulder and leap.
So, I mean, I'll let you flavor that how you wish. If you feel like you can throw a medium-sized humanoid over your shoulder and descend stairs and smoke, by all means, give it a run.
I show him my chest.
God, that's not going to do anything. I'm going to go ahead and just tell you as the DM. You showing your chest probably makes you more vulnerable for smoke inhalation.
That's true.
It gets inside of your ribs.
Yeah, there's not much there.
You got much lung left.
Hunter, you've Rasmus, in this situation, you pull those vestments, you give them to both you and Zephyra, and you feel like you maybe hesitated a moment too long to do it. You feel kind of a light wooziness for a moment, but as you kind of secure that vestment around, you cough up, clear your lungs real quick, and you feel like you're going to get down there.
Cool.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. Oh, you're not kidding.
We are now downstairs.
I'm also running out of good options here, so I'm trying to.
I point to the door,
creative.
and I'm like, "There, that's our exit."
Okay, yeah. You get down the stairs, you are right. You were kind of in that main floor, that foyer area you would have been at, where the exit is on one side. As you get to the ground floor, you see the door. It's just a few strides away. I would like a perception check from everybody.
Oh, shit.
And Cody, I better decline that request.
No. Nope.
I mean, you can take
12.
You can take 10. That's technically an option.
No.
18 total.
18.
My card says I got an advantage on this. I don't know if that's true.
Do you?
It's got an A, and when I went to click it, it said advantage on checks that rely on hearing or smell. I got heightened senses.
Isn't that only when you're the beast form?
Shut up.
Cody, I got an 11.
Wait. Yeah, it is true.
No,
It is.
it's not.
11.
It's just your blood hunter. Yeah, when you choose this
Is it
archetype
really?
at 3rd level, you gained improved senses of a natural predator. So yeah,
All right, cool. I'm doing that again then. Let's do that again. What was that perception?
yeah. Shannon, what'd you roll? I'm sorry.
11.
11. Okay.
14.
Okay. So 14 and Rasmus, you said you rolled a.
I roll a 12, I have a +6, so 18.
Okay, 18. So Aiden and Zephyra, in the cacophony, you hear, you start hearing some things coming down, especially off the bookshelves upstairs. You're kind of hearing the crashing and things starting to really get out of hand. Rasmus, with you carrying Zephyra, you just kind of caught in the moment. You hear it slightly. Bjorn, you hear it fully. You hear a couple of screams and cries
Fuck them.
from behind you.
I don't care. I'm door.
Okay.
I'm going to get her out first, but I'm going to go back.
Tip my hat to you, sir. Door.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push off of.
You're halfway. You're almost dead.
That's true, but I'm still a paladin, so I'm gonna push you off and stumble my way back to Rasmus to go check this out too. So now we switch the party. Now it's Lindsay and Kaz and me and Hunter.
I mean, it's at least Kaz who's exiting the building. Zephyra, what do you do in this situation? I mean, Rasmus.
I'd want to help,
seemingly
but
not
I
giving
don't
you
know
much
that I'm
choice.
going to be much help.
I'm surprised y'all can walk, honestly. But
I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but through the look that I'm giving, it's just go. We got it.
All right, I'll go outside with Bjorn.
Okay.
It's Bjorn
Then we
and
will-
rest.
Then we will revisit Zephyra and Kaz in a moment. Rasmus and Aiden. Aiden, once you're made alert of the situation, you have a distinct hunch of where you think that's coming from.
Okay.
So you guys going down the hallway, your vision is starting to become even more impaired in terms of smoke is definitely making its way to this lower floor as well. I need both of you. We're going to go into the skill challenge situation here, but I'm going to go ahead and I'll let you choose what you want to do in this one. I would recommend survival, but since Rasmus, you've already rolled that, I'll let you kind of determine what means you have by which to do that.
To do what? I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
You're kind of getting through this smoky haze, getting down the hallway again. You're starting to kind of battle, even with your vestment,
Okay.
staying upright in all of this.
Okay. Insight is purely verbal, so that's not going to work. I mean, if we're literally just brute forcing our way back through, I don't have any bonus to it, but I can make an athletics check. It's the only strength based skill. It's a straight up roll.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think, and based on what I've got here, that's gonna make a difference. So.
You got this.
I don't. That's an 8.
Never mind.
Okay. Aiden, what do you wish to roll, and what do you?
Well, I know you said survival. What would be the other options potentially?
I mean, in your case, you haven't used, or what did you use in your first skill challenge?
Athletics.
Athletics. So you have acrobatics. You probably still have survival as well.
I'll go for acrobatics.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and head out because that was a 1.
Oh no.
Okay.
Hey, for the record, I have 5 hit points. I am delirious. Blood's in my eyes. I got corn coming out of my ears.
You're the one that pushed
Corn.
off. I was trying to take you to safety, but whatever.
I want to help.
Okay. So both of you, even through your vestments, Rasmus, you're starting to breathe in, and you can kind of feel that choking feeling in your chest. Aiden,
I'm on death's door.
You're not feeling great. You're starting to actually kind of fade out of lucidity a little bit back and forth. Like you're not completely gone, but you're kind of, if we were to kind of zoom out on you and take a third person perspective, you're kind of wobbling your way, like trying to like put a hand down on the ground to keep yourself upright.
In my defense,
this point, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, in my defense, I did not mean to roll a 1.
This is true. This is true.
At this point, neither one of us is worth it, and Rasmus is going to actively like try to convince you we should leave. We're not going to make it out of here. It's not worth dying. If they're also going to die.
Yeah,
Bjorn busts through the door and snatches a hold of Aiden.
I'll allow it.
How fucking close are you to the door?
Yeah, that's it, homeboy. To give you perspective, they've probably already moved about 15, 20 feet, and I'm going to need you to make a couple of checks because, again, fire is still moving.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm going to agree with Rasmus against my better judgment and just, like, silently nod at him and start stumbling my ass back the other way. These people never liked us anyway.
It's not my version of it that I wanted, but I mean, the practical part of me now says they die or they die and we die. We don't do anybody any good if we die here.
I'll buy that.
Okay. So both of you start making your way. At this point, because you understand how fire and smoke works, you've probably made yourselves a little bit closer to prone, kind of sticking closer to the ground. I just need one more, and we'll just do a straight check. Go ahead and give me a dex check. Just kind of make your way through.
If it's a 1 again, for the record, I'm gonna go play Call of Duty.
I mean, we'll have some things to work with here.
Oh shit! It was a 2. I got a 2.
20. A 20 plus 2. I got a 22.
I got a 2 plus 1. I got a 3.
3. The combination of 3 and 5.
It's a combination.
No, this is a combination of 1 and 2.
So, Aiden, you crawling through, your vision starts to waver and taper. Like you're seeing the color kind of distort as you go through, and you fall out.
Yeah.
Shit.
Rasmus, you have enough awareness. You guys are only about 10 to 12 feet from the door. I need a strength check from you, because I assume I know what you're going to try to do.
You don't know.
You don't know me.
You don't know him.
My life.
You don't know his struggle.
That's a 15.
Okay.
I don't have a bonus.
Yes. So, Rasmus, I'll let you paint the picture. The flames are starting to engulf. You don't really see much, but you hear the thud or kind of like the fallout behind you of Aiden.
No.
Because I assume you guys are kind of pace to pace going in.
Yeah.
What do you see?
My thought is we're both like you said, close to the floor, not exactly prone, not like on all fours or anything, but just like staying as low as possible. And the smoke is forcing us lower and lower to the ground. I hear him hit before either one of us gets low enough that there should be that sound. So I turn back. At this point, I've had to pull as thin of much of the material over my eyes as I can too. And I'm just blindly reaching, and I manage to just barely graze his hand, grab a hold of it, and literally grab the door frame with my other hand and drag us both through at the last second.
So it is said, so it shall be. You do that. You pull yourself, both of you, out. And it's not so like the door just collapses and there's nothing there, but you hear, again, continued collapsing from inside of the building. Like, it's starting to become problematic to the point that Kaz and Zephyra, as you hear everything happening behind you, you go through the doors. You see Isaac, Vargas, a small collection of city guards, about 6 or 7, and another 5 or 6 doing just the fire brigade situation. Like, they're pails of water trying to do anything they can to put this out. And asking, there's kind of screaming for a wizard or a warlock. Somebody, spell, magic, put this out!
Zephyr, go.
None of my magic is going to put out a fire.
Sure?
I got thunder and an ice shard. That ain't going to do it.
What if you put, hold on, if you put an ice shard above it, and then, does anybody have fire things to melt it?
Don't you have a wind gust or something? You can blow the fire away?
It creates a harmless sensory effect. It can move a creature up to 5 feet away, or it can move an object that's not being held of 5 pounds or less to 10 feet. Plus, a gust of wind is going to make a fire go stronger, not blowing out.
You might actually increase it. To which, the choice is yours. If you want to help the building go up faster, you can certainly try.
No, I would rather not do that.
What if you put a big ice thing above it, and then it would melt itself? It would melt the ice because it's fire.
Yes, but my ice attack is ice knife, which is basically a shard that explodes.
That would not help. Okay.
It's not gonna.
Of ice.
Yeah, it's not gonna help. I don't have water attacks. I'm sorry.
Can we tell Victor that we tried? Like intent. We had good intent.
Oh, just grab the water bucket, asshole.
That's kind of what I'm at. I'd rather just join in helping them get the water buckets because none of my magic's gonna help.
I didn't know there was water buckets personally, but let's do that.
Okay, so that's what you two join in, and you hear Vargas. Yeah. Actually, you don't hear Vargas do anything. Like, you expect to hear like clamoring and begging.
Or should we dip out? I don't know.
You hear none of that.
I feel like if we at least help, they might not freaking charge us, even though we're not the ones who started the goddamn fire.
We killed 6 of them. I ate 2 of them.
Man, that was weeks ago, motherfucker. That's old shit.
I ain't even shit out one of them yet.
Okay, so you two, are, again, as you wish, join the fire brigade or the water brigade, what have you. Erasmus, you pull through, and this is... You kind of stumble down the couple of steps that take you to the ground. Again, it's not like a large staircase, but there's a couple that take you to the front door. Yeah. You guys fall out. Aiden is just there. Seemingly no response to start.
Can I... I'd like to make a medicine check to like stabilize him. Whatever version of this it is, if it turns into CPR, whatever's got to be done. But basically, I wanted to try to get him back to consciousness.
Ooh, old school magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just because I can cast healing spells doesn't mean that's the only way I can heal. Also, I was off. I had to run off and use the restroom real quick. I need you to know how hard I laughed when I heard, "Oh, just grab the water bucket, asshole."
I was trying to be creative.
I mean, that was originally going to be my plan, to just help them with the water. But
16, Erasmus, this is not probably the first time you've seen someone be pulled out of a fire, or from the area you've been in. You've probably unfortunately seen a few disasters or situations like this, so you are secure in knowledge of what you do. You start kind of checking for pulse, doing all that. You notice a pulse. It's not the greatest thing on the planet, but he's alive. He's just kind of seemingly either temporarily unconscious or he's kind of fading in and out.
He's got a pulse. It's not the best pulse.
While you tried to stabilize him, and I'll let you paint that picture here in a second, Aiden, what are you seeing right now? Obviously, physically, you're not seeing anything because you are in a state of unconsciousness, or at least you're barely conscious or barely cognizant if you are.
I am when I drift in and out of this, when I drift in and out of consciousness, because I am just going in and out. When I open my eyes briefly every few seconds, I see a woman standing there, like beckoning to me. She looks familiar. She is kind of tall, pale. And I close my eyes and she's gone. Then when I open my eyes again, she's at a different place, just kind of watching me and calling to me. And this just kind of goes on and on until I'm just exhausted and I just close my eyes and keep them closed.
Okay. Do you say anything to her, or is it just recognizing she's there and as she moves about?
I try to say her name because I know her, but I'm so weak I can't. It just comes out as,
Okay. Okay.
See, in my perspective of that is he's giving up his like last breath. Like that's the last bit of oxygen he's got in him, which is at the point where I'm like removing armor pieces and starting traditional like CPR, like full on breaths, hold the nose, clear the airways.
Yeah.
Punching him.
You start with that, but I mean it's going to have to be breath related because it's oxygen related. He's not getting the breath he needs. So hands only is not going to work.
Yeah. With the 16 that you rolled, Aiden, it feels like a fairly long amount of time.
Plenty of time for me to see this girl.
Yeah. It may feel like hours for you at this point. Rasmus, it's only the span of maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops between you pulling him out, getting kind of the armor pieces pulled out of the way, and administering CPR. That you see kind of the flutter in the eyes, like he's starting to come to. Aiden, the next thing you know, after kind of that blackness occurs for however long it may seem, a year and a minute simultaneously, you start to kind of fade in for your peripheral vision and starts to come into view that you're looking up at a pallid gray sky, but you also have Rasmus above you, still mid-compressions at this point.
I'm very weak, so not a lot I can do. Am I back to consciousness, like no longer fading?
At this point, you're restoring toward consciousness. Yeah, you're kind of coming to fully.
I'm gonna close my eyes, just lay my head back, and just put a hand on him and say thank you with the weakest voice you've heard yet. Little joke. Little jog.
A
little bow.
little bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no time. I got to get him up and get him moving as soon as possible. We got to get the fuck out of here.
I'm going to ask Rasmus, though, did you see her?
There'll be time for that. This is the first time that I actually laugh a little bit, just briefly, just because it's like this fucking guy. And it's like, look, there'll be time for the women later, man. We've got to go. We have to go now. Because instinctively, I'm in survival mode. I assume that he's literally looking at people in the crowd. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
There's no time for that.
Should I give him some water or something? Like
I don't need your water.
I splash him in the face with it.
Yeah.
Not now, anyway. We need to go.
Yeah, I need to go. I'm gonna straight up Yoda on his back. I jump in his backpack, and he's flipping around with me.
Blue Water Tavern.
So you two start hauling to Blue Water Inn. Zephyra, Bjorn, you guys see them bolts. Again, I'm probably a bit impeded in speed, both hampered with Aiden's movement and also generally what's happening right now. what do you two do in this situation?
I just kind of watch for a little bit, and then I take off running with them, beside them, just kind of like watching them running with.
I was gonna say, if they're
On 2
peacing
feet.
out, I'm gonna find an opportunity to go with them because the building is probably lost at this point, and they are probably going to blame us. So fuck them.
That's my thoughts. I threw 1 pail of water. That's good enough.
Okay. As you all, in your separate moves go, you hear 2 things. One, you hear a yell of "Follow them!"
Mm-hmm.
as they go. You also hear, and it's not the traditional like fireworks style explosion, but you hear a burst of wood and splinter come from the building behind you.
Fuck yeah. Action movie escape.
Do any of you look back?
I do.
Yeah, I imagine I would.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look forward and then I freeze.
If you guys look back, I would like all of you that do so to give me an Arcana check.
Oh shit. Well, this is going to be pure luck, if anything, because
Same Z's.
I get no bonus for that.
I get a bonus.
I got a
Watch
9.
me roll like crap.
I got 9, Kodu.
Well,
Okay.
that's the tiniest die I have, and that is a nat 20.
It's a
I don't
20.
know if you can see it, but that's
I
a nat
can.
20.
I got a 12.
Jeez.
I got a rock.
Nat 20 on a fucking skill check. Just...
It's all right. You're going to see the fuck out of whatever this is.
Yeah, I saw it so good, bro.
I saw the fuck out of it.
It engraved itself into your brain.
You'll
You can
never
even-
forget that shit.
You'll be able to
I
tell
looked
the
at
rest
it.
of us
Just
without
look
even
at
saying
enhance.
anything.
Enhance.
Yeah.
Like, we'll all know just because of you.
You describe it so perfectly to the rest of us. It's like we were there.
I just like this fucking blue steel and just like
Meanwhile, I looked back and one eye is going up, one eye is going right, and I'm just jingling around with the googly eyes.
Oh, you gave it to Shawn Michaels?
Yeah.
You gave it to
God's
old heartbreak
mean.
kid, huh?
Yeah. One eye was looking at you, one eye was looking at Rick. You know,
Jordan, what'd you roll at all this shit?
I didn't
even
look.
back.
Yeah, he didn't look back.
Okay, I was expecting because you have advantage on Arcana. I expected you to turn around and look at shit.
He don't give a
I'm
shit.
heading. I don't give no shits. I'm heading forward.
Yeah. No.
Zephyra, you are aware that it is a frost-based spell
Okay.
because it explodes and you can kind of see the fractals of like ice and snow
Told y'all.
in
That's
the
what you
air.
gotta do.
Rasmus, you specifically know it is Cone of Cold. And for those of you, let me go ahead and give it to you. A blast of cold air erupts from the caster's hands. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a con saving throw. A creature takes 8d8 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
This was cast in the direction of the house, right? Of the manor.
When you look, the top floor, because there were 3 floors of this building,
Mm-hmm.
you were on the second. From the top floor, Cone of Cold just erupts.
Okay, so somebody who
Out.
was in the house cast it theoretically.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Ain't no time for that. We gotta go.
Okay.
I mean, worth noting, but like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna drag everybody along.
Yeah, no, that's fine because it doesn't take too long. Again, you guys, if we paint the action picture, you guys are looking behind you kind of to see that, and you also see a string of guards. Again, some were still on water pail duty. They are probably deterred from what just happened, but there's still like 6 or 7 following. You specifically don't see Isaac yet. You just see town guards right now.
And they can see us. They're keeping up with us. Like they're
Barely. You guys got a good break, so they're a few strides behind. I'd say probably a good 30, 40 feet behind.
Oh,
The tailing member.
moving.
we need to lose these guys now.
Somebody like throw down some jacks.
Gust your
Let me
wind.
just get the rogue to do that. Oh, wait a minute. We don't have
We ain't got
one.
one of them at the moment.
Yeah.
Then I will bring it to you that, again, as things go, this is the Burgomaster's house.
Yeah.
This is the Blue Water Inn.
Oh, okay. You're doing the map. Hang on. Look.
Yep. Sorry. Yep.
Do it again, Cody.
Also,
Do it again.
yep.
Yeah.
Let me actually confirm my place was correct because what's the name of this segment? Orange Buildings is the same.
If I saw it correctly, if you guys are looking, it was this one is where we are.
Uh-huh.
This one is where we're going.
All right, we need to. Can we hit back alleys?
So we
There
split
aren't
up,
really any
and
is
they
the problem
have
that I'm worried about.
to.
For the initial run here, I mean, it's just the one road and that's it. There's not a lot of space there.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we can get out of that, then yes, we could generally kind of split up, take different directions. I don't know what that's going to be. I got a damn bad feeling it's going to be a stealth check. But
Probably.
Well, you took the words out of my mouth. So the situation kind of painted. Most of these yards, it's Vallaki, it's Barovia. Yard is a very loose term. The space of land between these homes is very narrow. You suspect kind of like alley-sized. A very specific call out for, I don't know if New Madrid had it, like Sykeston had alleys behind a number of houses on the old side of town where the trash trucks would run through. Kind of picture that situation. There's a couple of places where refuse goes out in between buildings. You're just kind of making your way through.
yeah,
I feel like
Shannon?
I got you.
Shannon, which part broke you, buddy?
You said it many times.
it's garbage truck road.
It was the
You'll
garbage.
get it there in a second.
It was the garbage truck road. Honestly, that's the one that got me.
Cody, I'm going to message you just to clear all this up, and it'll save
Okay.
it.
Also, I feel like I said a thing, and I don't know the context of the thing, but that's not unusual.
No.
You'll
no.
get
You will.
yourself
No,
You'll get it here.
it's fine.
No,
I
you'll
was
get
just thinking of something
It's
funny I had seen on Herman's
Did you-
head.
Herman's head. Right. Yeah, it was on Herman's head. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
There it is. Now you got it. Okay.
Well,
you said it the same way that Homer says speed when he's describing that movie, the bus that couldn't slow down. You said it like 4 or 5 times. I don't know. It's just funny.
And apparently
Anyway,
it's behind a Denny's in Sykeston or something. I didn't quite grab everything he said, but it was
fine.
I don't really want to
funny.
imagine.
he's talking about like suburban or like rural side streets, basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
shit.
those little through streets between people's backyards.
I'm
kind of-
thinking that scene from True Detective where Matthew McConaughey is like escaping from the drug house.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I know what you're talking about, and
Yeah.
you're pretty much on the right track.
Yeah.
if I'm assuming.
to borrow from John Mulaney, a man he knows, a man with children now, threw a 40 on the ground and yelled scatter. Good news, the 40 in this situation is the house that's on fire / exploding, and you guys are scattering. So,
That way.
there we go.
Yes.
Cody, I would like to substitute my survival for my stealth. To do
Are we
this.
doing stealth? Was that?
I mean, both are viable options. You know, you say
Yeah,
that.
can I
and
use my
okay.
survival also? I would
Yep.
rather use survival.
So I assume if we're going stealth, it's more urban. If we're going survival, it's more like rural. So we're going to hit more of the outskirts of the city rather than like stay on the side streets. Stealth would be more. I'm going to weave in and out of the buildings and all that. Survival
So
is
I
going to be more.
imagine,
Let me get out.
forgive crude freehand shape drawing here. I assume your goals are to essentially like get out this way and eventually find your way back to Blue Water.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
kinda.
Yep.
Pretty
Exactly.
much.
Okay.
Yep. I want to use more of
Take scenic route.
to borrow
Right.
Marge's word. I want to use more of the foliage to protect myself than the building.
Well, we can't escape Hunter, our little walking library.
Library.
We
Okay.
got those on the corners. They're like little red boxes.
Okay. That's the thing I can do.
That's a
Those
thing
are
you
cool.
can do. Again, if you're looking
You
at the
can
map,
try.
recall that the area that's kind of dotted on the outskirts, that's a wall.
Oh, thank
So
God.
you are kind of
Oh.
going up against a wall there.
So with my survival bonus, I got a 22.
Okay.
Woohoo. Let's see what I can make
18.
happen.
Bjorn, I see you did your stealth check. You are more than capable of keeping that if you so wish.
Mm.
I hate life.
Well,
I absolutely gonna keep it. I thought that's what we were rolling.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Friggin' 6.
So what'd you say it was, Cody? It was stealth or what? Or just
Stealth.
stealth?
Stealth or survival? Survival.
get creative.
Again, we'll separate the party for a moment. Survival, if you're kind of following Rasmus, where you're going to try to go closer to the wall on the outskirts of town and try to hang in the periphery around like plants and trees and kind of disguise yourself to eventually cut back. Stealth is if you're following Kaz, who seems to be taking the more direct approach of urban navigation to get himself. Yeah, parkour. I didn't want to say the word parkour because I just think of Michael Scott.
Hardcore parkour.
Yeah, it's parkour.
All right. Well, I'm gonna follow Kaz. That's a bad idea, but I'm gonna use stealth as well.
We got
And partially because I'm delirious. I'm just like I'm stumbling around. I see Kaz.
I can help you.
Yeah,
I would like to note that as written, you take a disadvantage roll on stealth because you are wearing chainmail, even if it has been partially removed thanks to Rasmus's recovery attempts.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you that before I did anything hasty because I'm new to some of these things. I see I have a D next to it, but I have a +1. So what does that mean exactly?
So you still get your +1 bonus, but you would roll 2 D20s. You would take the worst of the 2 D20s.
It's the opposite of advantage.
All right. So I look at Bjorn and then I go, "What the fuck am I thinking?" And then I look at Rasmus and I do survival.
Good pull up.
You're gonna do survival for a better tomorrow.
Nice,
and then I roll a 9, so I immediately like trip over my own toes and fall into the street.
You still rolled better than I did.
And I yell out loudly, "Ow, fuck! I, Aiden Valmont, who just burned down that building, have tripped."
You didn't roll a 1, man. Come on.
Dude.
I just want to appreciate the fact
that, what's your bonus? -1.
I just want to appreciate the fact that he called out like a questioning of the D as if he didn't know it, so that way he could like immediately go, "Well, I wasn't sure, so I'm gonna go the other way."
That's not what I want to do.
For the record, just out of curiosity, because everyone at home is going, "But what if you had done the other thing?" Well, let me tell you, the first roll is a 20. It was a natural 20.
It really
But
is.
you couldn't have kept it.
I could have kept it. But watch the second roll also be a 20. And then I will quit this game for fucking ever. I will yell, "Hey, Isaac, you motherfucker." You know, and I will stand here with my dick out, swinging it like my whip, going, "Come on, bitch."
Broken.
A couple of dicks in the yard.
It was a 7, so he's safe.
Well, you stayed in the game. Then.
So
That's good.
I was smart going for the 9. That was the correct answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still lost, inch or a mile.
Okay. So, picture as it goes. Rasmus, you takes about 30, 45 minutes. You kind of hang around the periphery of the town, kind of make your way back toward... Either way, I would assume just because of how crowded it is, even if it takes you towards Town Square, you might go to where more foliage is on the entrance of the city.
Yeah.
And you kind of make your way through. Kaz, or Bjorn, you're coming down off that high of being a werewolf.
Oh.
And it's doing well for you. You are able to navigate, bob and weave through these buildings without much issue. It only takes you probably 5 to 10 minutes to kind of shake the tail you had and get back to Blue Water Inn.
Slow ass bitches.
Rasmus, or excuse me, Zephyra and Aiden.
Yo.
You two, in Aiden, in your case, you're probably still very delirious and you're stable more than you're healed at this point. Like, you're not unconscious, but you certainly aren't feeling good. So a lot of your navigation is right now more just aimless wandering, trying to keep up with Rasmus.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're trying to find the bonus section of Wolfenstein 3D. You're just staring at each panel of wall and pressing the action button, hoping one of these bitches cave in. And so far they're not. So far they're not. We will come back to you in a moment. Zephyra, in a similar way in terms of you're a bit more coherent. I mean, you got out of the fire, so you weren't as impeded by the smoke other than your first hit of it at the upstairs level. You've been outside enough to kind of expel that, so you're not as belabored by it. But generally, how are you feeling as you're kind of at this point lost in the city, trying to find your way back?
For the most part, I've probably just got myself completely turned around and directionally challenged as far as that goes. And I'm probably going in damn circles.
Okay. So for the two of you, Zephyra, you are aware that there is one guard tailing you. They're about 20 feet back.
Okay.
Aiden, you a little less aware because of your current state. There is a similar situation for you. A guard has kept decent pace with you.
All right, I'm gonna kill him. I've killed him now.
I believe in that. I believe
We go now to that killing. All right, now here we are.
Yep.
In the words of one of my current favorite Instagram accounts, all right, let's see it.
How close is he to me?
About 20 feet currently.
Well, that's 10 feet away from my whip. So I guess can I keep moving forward and just tell him?
He keeps going.
I'm just gonna look back at him and tell him, like, you know, took my dog out for a walk and bumped my head on a acorn, and then I just start walking.
But I mean,
Okay.
I don't think he's buying it.
Great. No. Let me go ahead and just do a quick deception. Yeah, no, he ain't too bright, but he does not believe that.
Well, I rolled a 18 on deception, so
Did you now?
I did.
Some bitch he did. Well, I didn't actually expect you to do that. Let's.
You called it. I had to play it.
I mean, yeah, I didn't ask for a check though, motherfucker. Last I checked, my tag said GM on it. Goddammit.
Was it GM or DM?
It says whatever the fuck I wanted to say.
Basically, DM means Dungeon Master, GM means Game Master.
I object. Sustain.
I keep walking.
No, yeah, my name tag says GM, which stands for Goddammit My Rules.
What are you, an expert in bird law over there?
That would be
I
GMR
object.
then.
Sustain.
I think Shannon just deceived you.
Well,
He certainly tried.
Well, I rest my case because I'm becoming redundant.
Okay, so for the two of you,
Nobody look at Shannon's hands.
Aiden's just running and saying the deception vote in Velaki is good. So do.
I'm running away from the guy. I told him my story, and he's still following me. And I'm just walking, going like, "I deceived you! I deceived you! Be gone!
Gone from me, vile man." Okay, we're actually going to pick up on that here in a second. Zephyra,
Oh my god.
I would like you specifically. Would you like to stand and try to take this person 1v1, or would you try to make yourself hidden again?
You hear from
I will take one more chance at trying to hide myself.
Okay.
What do I feel? I'm sorry. Out of
But
character.
seeing that survival has killed me to awful, I'm going to do the stealth on it.
Okay.
But
So now you're trying to pivot and get back between buildings.
yeah, but I'm still probably going to fail, so I'm going to be thinking in the back of my head what I need to do against this guy.
You got this, Lindsay.
I don't.
I feel
I
like
got an 11.
That's
like
it.
hiding behind a tiny little tree.
And I'm a 6'2" blue monster.
So in your situation, you aren't currently losing him in terms of like he's not back away, but you are building some distance. So I guess you are technically in a sense losing him. I thought I had another word. I just rambled until I would think of it, and it went fucking there. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. So you are building some distance. Instead of 20, you're probably more about 35, 40 feet out.
Okay.
And stealth in this sense is more so you kind of like ducking behind buildings and kind of maneuvering your way through side streets. And this guard, despite being a resident, there's a lot going on. His pay level isn't good enough for this shit, but he's pursuing anyway because he knows it's his job. So you're currently fleet of foot enough to start building some separation.
Okay. I'm really wishing that I would have picked that skill to let me make a disguise, but I didn't. So...
Do you not have... I could have sworn you had a spell for that. Maybe not.
I had the option to get that spell, but I took a different spell.
I got you.
I mean, you do have a spell in mind that I'm looking at here, but I'll let you revisit that if necessary.
It's probably the one I'm thinking of that is going to be my backup plan.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious about that. So, Aiden, let's go back to you.
Yeah.
In your delirious state, I'll let you go ahead and run with that. You have openly yelled to this guard while you're trying to get back to Blue Water Inn. You're somewhere around the perimeter of the wall here. You've just yelled, "I deceived you."
Yeah.
Yeah. The guard is just. Are you still walking or running, whatever as you do this?
So the way I see it is I'm hurt, so clearly I'm not running. You know what I mean? So I'm just it's that brisk walk. It's the Kaiser Soze walk as he's leaving the building. I'm just trying to trudge away, and I assume he's just walking behind me because he has no reason to run either. I mean, I'm not that fast. Is he confused at all by what I said?
I mean, he has reason to run. Again, you were part and parcel of a group of people that exited a burning building that just so happened to be the Burgomaster's mansion. So.
He does know that.
Yeah.
All right,
he's in pursuit.
So I want to glance behind me at him as I'm walking forward. What is he wearing? I'm assuming armor.
Yeah, the standard town guard, which we've kind of established is kind of a chain shirt, standard bucket helmet, as you would classify. The strip in between the eyes, kind of the standard guard fare in Skyrim.
I'm gonna yell back at him one more time and say, look, I'm not a bad guy, I promise. This is just an uncomfortable situation. I'm actually a hero. Are you sure that we can't do this civilized? Let's see if there's any response.
You don't hear anything, but I would like you to give me a persuasion check.
Okay. And if it fails, I have a backup. I'm leading into something, but maybe this will work. Hopefully. You said, which one? Persuasion?
Persuasion, yeah.
That's a 20. Not a nat 20, but it's a 20.
20. Okay. He's still coming. The spear, the spear that they've had for most of this, it's not fully extended to put you down right now. You can tell, at least in the moment, his goal is to bring you in alive, or whatever state you currently are in. But he is still in pursuit toward you.
I want to, as I'm walking forward, rattle off some of my achievements, some of the monsters that I've killed. Maybe he knows some of these monsters. You know what I mean? I'm rambling at this point as I'm trying to escape, trying to convince him that I'm a good guy. But as I'm doing it, I'm reaching down at my belt and I'm grabbing my hand axe.
Went completely delirious.
I'm assuming this still isn't working. He's still following me.
Oh yeah, he's still going. If you're pulling for your hand axe, I would like to have a sleight of hand check, please.
Ooh.
Okay. It's a 14.
Okay. In your altered state, at least at this point, you don't think he's noticing you do this.
Then I want to ask him one last time and say, do you really want to take in the guy that's trying to save this entire forsaken land? We are going against Strahd. Do you really want, to take us down? We're on the same side, believe it or not.
He mentions, you say that word, and you kind of hear him stop. He just monotone, as if he is astonished that it came up. How dare you speak the name of the devil in this place? Hard cut from you to Zephyra.
Damn it, hold on. Can I do one?
No. Hold it. I want to come back to you. I want to make it cinematic. I'm going to come back to you.
Okay.
So he says that, Zephyra, we come back to you. You still have a guard in hot pursuit, but you have started to build some distance between you. Do you wish to continue ducking and diving between buildings, or do you have any other actions you wish to take? I would say at this point, you're probably a few side streets away from Blue Water Inn.
Okay.
Depending on how much separation
how far
you build,
behind me?
About 40 feet. That's what I was about to say. Depending on how much separation you build or what happens, this guard may or may not identify where you're going. Though, I'm sure all of you collectively have the same thought. They know where you've been staying, so it's likely they know anyway. But keep that in mind.
I'm going to kind of take a last-ditch effort at the moment and cast Levitate on him.
Okay.
That's a good one.
It's a con saving roll of 12. Since I'm sure he is not willing anyway.
He saves.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I am gonna just have to keep trying to get away from him at this point. So I'm assuming another stealth roll.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that stealth check one more.
You got this, Lindsay. Go ahead.
Please be better. 14.
Okay. So combined with your juking in between buildings and trying to make yourself, sparse, you cast Levitate while he is unwilling to do so. Because you're right. There's no part of him that wants to leave the ground. He is at least aware that you tried to do something. And it kind of makes him pause for just a moment as he kind of feels that initial lint of, maybe one foot came off the ground a little bit more than he expected, and he has to kind of catch himself. And that time, combined with your stealth, gives you enough opportunity to shake this person, and you bolt toward Blue Water.
Okay.
So, Rasmus... go ahead.
I will say once he's out of my sight, I will kind of purposely take a few extra side roads and kind of backtrack to the place afterwards.
Yeah, so you take a couple extra minutes. Rasmus, at this point, you have made it back to Blue Water Inn. So you are there, Kaz is there, or Bjorn is there because he got there first. And then, Zephyr, you're going to kind of bring up the rear as it stands. Hard cut back to Aiden. You hear in that monotone voice, how dare you speak the name of the devil in this town?
Really quick before I do what I'm about to do, because it will decide what I do. Since I'm not in combat, how would I use, so let's say I wanted to use Channel Divinity to turn that axe into a sacred weapon so that way it emits bright light for 20 feet. Can I do that, or does it have to be in combat? How does that work?
I would say that unfortunately you can't do that because you've already channeled divinity to your whip in the combat.
Oh, you can only do that one time?
Once per short rest.
Oh, okay. Well, then I was going to try to spare him, but since not, I instead, and this is going to fail anyway, but imagine if it succeeded, how cool this would be. I'm going to turn around, and as he says, how dare you speak the name of the devil, I'm going to turn around and say, I've killed devils before, and I'm going to throw the axe at him, straight for his face.
Good.
Okay. Go ahead, and I'm
assuming it's just the hand axe attack, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was going to give him one more perception check to try to detect it as you say that, and it does not happen.
It's a 15 to hit.
That's a 15 to hit, and that was the AC, so yeah, go ahead and give me a damage.
I kind of feel bad about this. I didn't want to do it, but... 7.
Okay. You hit him with the axe, and he is, at this point, he takes the axe. It stumbles him a little bit, just both between the shock of the situation and that. It's a surprise round, so we're just going to do a quick 1v1, unless you wish to try to escape with the delay that it grants you.
Oh, no. Now, once I hit him with the axe, while he's digging that out, I'm going to pull the whip out and smack it against the ground and look at him. And I'm still hurt, so I'm looking at him saying, I really don't want to do this. We can go our separate ways.
Give me a quick, oh my God, this is real good radio, guys. Initiative check.
There it is.
Christ on a cracker. The word I just hung.
We can edit it.
10.
We edit it. Okay. I know how we do things here on the Podzilla 1985 Network. Get the fuck out of here.
We don't edit anything. Yeah.
Don't edit anything. I didn't even edit PZ85 Sports when I did that shit. What are you talking about? I just rambled until I hit the stop button. 10 is going to take it between the two of you, so go ahead. The surprise round means he's flat-footed. Give me an attack at how you wish.
All right. Well, how far away are from each other? Do I have to move toward him or anything?
I mean, with what you've done at this point, the pivot to throw the hand axe, I'd say you're probably in that 10-foot range for your whip.
Okay. Then I'm just going to swing the whip at him.
Okay. Yeah. So do.
That's a nat 20.
Seriously?
Yep.
It is.
Yep.
So we classify that as max damage, which I want to take a look at your whip.
2d4 plus 5.
Yeah, because it's yep.
Kill it.
How do you do it?
I spin around with the whip. I crack it against the ground. I tell him we don't have to do this. I see him lift that spear up like he's going to do something with it. So I just kind of spin. I turn away from him, spin back around, and just whip across the. Well, I don't know how a whip kills somebody. Honestly, I guess just across the face, just slash.
You don't have to kill him. You can knock him out. I mean,
Do I not have to kill him?
I mean, he's reached 0 HP, so technically
did.
he's just unconscious in a death save situation. But
Okay,
yeah.
well, in that case, then I don't go for the face. I go for the leg. I spin around. I catch him in the leg. I basically whip the legs out from under him and just send him just upside down and backwards, and he just lands on his neck and head and is just out.
Yeah, I'll not say for the sports references here, it would almost be like Paul Correa's head bouncing off the ice in the 2000 Stanley Cup Final. But yeah, that's exactly how it goes.
My goal
You
wasn't
take the
to
legs
kill
out from
him,
under him.
was just to put him down. You know what I mean?
Well, you feel very confident due to the lack of movement that you did just that. So you now currently have no pursuers that you can tell. So you are...
How far away is everybody? Like, there's no one in the area at all?
Yeah, you are currently, like, if you were to do a perimeter check of like 40, 50 feet, you don't see anything around you.
Then
You're kind of just pressed up near that wall on the outskirts of town.
I want to walk back over to him and grab my axe, at least, and then make my way to the inn, stumbling the whole way.
All right. So you stumble in. To this juncture, nothing else is going to impede you. You've shaken your one tail, and you are kind of navigating your way through.
I love how when the chips are down, Aiden is like a badass. But when it comes to everything else, he's awful at everything.
You gotta be a mortal danger.
Right. That's when I start doing well.
Okay, so pivot back while you navigate through town. Bjorn, you're the first one in the inn. How do you make your entrance?
I bust through the door like really kind of like frantic like.
He's
but
Kramer.
then I stop.
Jerry.
Just stop, kind of compose myself, walk over to the bar, throw down a coin, and just get around.
This motherfucker is getting drinks.
Erwin is at the bar. He looks at you. He looks at the coin, looks at you, and says, "No, what happened?"
So
he sees you are kind of.
I'm still
You
covered in
transform
blood.
from your werewolf state. Yeah, you still have blood on you.
Shirt's
And
probably
he has
tattered a little
gestures.
bit.
I just heard an explosion, and I've heard every town guard I can think of storm by this door heading that way.
Give him another coin.
What happened?
Well, I'm just like, look, I look at him square in the eyes and I'm like, look, I'm gonna be real. Some shit went down. And I'm not really in the right headspace to speak about it at this moment. I need hydration before we can talk further about this.
You say shit went down. And Erwin, in a moment of just like, what the fuck, brings his hand like he's going to try to slap some sense into you for a second. And then as he goes to do that because he's so exasperated, Rasmus, you come in.
All right. Well, I'm going to see that, and I'm going to let him slap him, first of all. And then secondly, I'm going to go, yes, now.
I need your shoes.
Yeah, your boots.
Give my goddamn drink.
We need Irina, and we need a place to lay low for a brief period of time, and then we'll be out of your way.
Erwin looks at you and again asks, what happened? Because I don't think brief is going to be how this plays out.
There's not enough time to explain. Get Irina to us, get us somewhere safe, and then I'll tell you.
Yeah. Zephyra, you come in about this time. As you come in, you hear Erwin from behind the bar. Danica! Bring the girl down! And
I am assuming we are on the same page that we need to not be here.
As soon as possible.
Erwin's going to look at you, and he kind of does a brief head count. One of you is missing, though I fear that we don't have time to consider that situation. If what I think happened, and he's going to again look at you, Rasmus, because those words are going to hang there. Brief may not be the word. We may not see you back in Vallaki again.
At this point, as he's talking, I'm still looking back and forth at the door, and I'm just going, he'll be here.
Okay. So you do that. Erwin, there's no one in the bar. It's just Erwin and Danica. As you hear the shuffle upstairs, and you hear the feet come down that side steps to come down toward the bar area, and you see Irina with like satchel on shoulder. Like she's been geared up, kind of ready to jump. You can tell that she's been on edge, and she kind of says as much. I've been waiting. I have not had a good sense of today. I did not sleep well. I have not felt well. And she surveys the room between Bjorn. Again, blood on you makes her recoil slightly.
It's like
Rasmus, she looks at you. She looks at Zephyra. She can tell both of you are worse for the wear physically and in terms of like taking damage, but also just you've gone through fire. You've got like singed cloaks and soot on you, and you've probably got some limbs and like twigs or whatever from you guys making your way through the outskirts to get here. And she says nothing further. Erwin looks at Danica and says, I'll get them to the vineyard. That's the only place I can think. And Danica makes mention, but your dad, don't worry about my father. This is the best chance I can come up on short notice. Situation be damned. Besides, and he kind of looks at you guys, maybe you can still be of help to us here in Vallaki, even out there. As he starts to kind of get things in order there and kind of beckons to Danica to get something ready, Aiden, you come stumbling in, I presume. You're probably no spring chicken at this point.
No, I stumble in. I've got my bloody axe in one hand. The whip is still in the other hand. I'm just dragging it along the ground. And I look at everybody, and I'm just like, I think I lost him. And then I just collapse to the floor.
No. Before he hits, I'm going to give him the Dylan from The Predator, you son of a bitch. Like,
we shake hands, and then as we let go, I just kind of tap my chest like that, and I fall backwards. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you collapse.
I want to hand him a drink. Just put it on his chest.
Yeah, Erwin hasn't given you a drink.
Oh,
I have to make my own drink.
That's a shame, because I was going to do the Neil Breen where the coffee spilled, and he's just like, all right. And he's trying to lick it off the ground.
I made my own drink. Like I didn't.
Well, that's unfortunate. That image is now in my head. So thanks, Shannon. Appreciate that, bud.
I'm going to raise my hand from the ground and just say, Bjorn, drink.
Yep. I pour him one drop of gold coin and then put it in his hand.
And then I immediately just drop it on the ground. I can't even hold it.
Can we maybe not start stealing the man's shit?
He left gold. He left gold.
You can't just give someone money and say, this is mine now. That's not how that works.
But it's a product that it's a product. It's already defined as such.
All right.
I mean, he chooses not to sell it to you.
Well,
Erwin just looks at the situation, and for the first time, again, this very jovial individual you can tell is frustrated, worried, and maybe even a little bit scared. He just looks at you, looks at Bjorn specifically with the bottle in your hand, and says, fuck it. And he looks at you, Rasmus. Get him stables behind here. Go.
No, that's what I'm going to do. Importantly, just quickly, I guess out of character, I want to get everybody together because I don't know how long it's going to be before we get an actual rest. I've been saving my last spell slot for Prayer of Healing. So anybody who's injured is going to get 2d8 plus 8 back. That's all of us.
Yes, but please.
I need 10 minutes to cast it. So we need a safe location that we can hole up in, if only for 10 minutes, so I can cast this. It's a ritual, not a spell.
Well, not here, that's for sure.
The stable?
Yeah.
Stables,
okay.
maybe. It
so
makes
you guys,
like...
you shout that out, or you disclose that as you do, because I assume you're probably just going to tell the party about this. That I've got.
Yeah, the flavored version of it would be something like, I have one more opportunity to call upon Ilmater's favor today, but I need us all together, and I need time.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you kind of mentioned that, Erwin's going to say, no better place than the back of a wagon. I'm going to try to get you out of this town. He looks at you, Rasmus. Do what you can, because depending on what we face, you may need what you have left.
It's done.
So
I'll pay you for your trouble, too.
He waves off. That's not a concern for him right now. You can tell there has been a mission set at his feet, and that's what he's undertaking. Everything else is secondary, is periphery now. So Erwin and Danica...
This guy are a lot alike. My character, anyway, and this guy are a lot alike, so... Yeah.
So Erwin and Danica make their way back. Danica ushers you all with Irina out of a back door out of the kitchen and goes toward the back of the property. If we look at the map, you kind of notice a little bit here. It's one of these two buildings. I'll flavor it back here. There is a stable currently. And there's standard affair. There's a few horses. Outside of it, there's actually a wagon that looks kind of like a traveling salesman, maybe a circus, something there. It's no matter to you, but there's something out there, but he kind of ushers you toward the transport wagon for the business that looks like it's in the stable. It saddles up two horses, gets them ready. And within a few moments, you're on your way out. Now, you still hear, at this point, kind of the cacophony of guards and people shuffling through town. In fact, you're starting to hear more action from everybody around you as you're in this covered wagon. You start hearing, what is going on? You kind of hear the murmurs. Vargas, the Velakoviches. The manor? No, surely not. What? Explosion? You hear all this chatter going on kind of around. You get the sense that Erwin has got a pace a little bit faster than he would normally employ, but you guys are in this wagon without issue. So you have the opportunity, Rasmus, now or never, if you wish to do that.
I'm sorry, say it again. I was typing notes.
Yeah, you're good. I say, yeah, if you're going to do it, you are now kind of in the shielded covered wagon. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the part I didn't catch. Okay, sorry, I was adding to our notes. Okay, yeah, so it's my last level 2 prayer healing. I do actually have to roll for it just to tell you exactly how much we get back. But it's up to 6 creatures, so that includes me. It's everybody. So all of us. I don't think Irina needs healing, but if she does, then by all means. Oh, that's a D20. I need D8s.
I'll take it.
It's a total of 7 plus 8. Everybody gets 15 hit points back.
All right.
Did you say 15?
15.
Almost put me at
everybody.
Almost.
That's my big boy.
That's a good
one.
Yeah,
I was only down 5 after Aiden used his lay on hands on me, so I'm back up to the tip top.
Ironic, because I only had 5.
Out of spells. Yeah. Between the two of us, one of us was dead.
I'm back to the equivalent damage and maybe possibly stubbling my toe.
I assume this isn't just an automatic. I'm suddenly just like, oh yeah, let's go. I'm mending, so I'm still quiet, just kind of laying there, thinking about.
I mean, yeah, this is again, it's a 10-minute process. So the whole time, anybody who's like watching me, no, this is a spell. I'm casting a
30 or an hour.
My bad.
Short rest is a full hour.
Yeah.
I am the whole time I'm doing this. I'm like, I got like an incense box that I'm lighting. There's like a little sensor that I've got to shake. I'm constantly talking under my breath. You would catch the traditional, the kind of things you'd expect. Mater's name and requesting your aid and all that kind of stuff. So it's a slow burn process. Like you're gonna feel better, but not immediately.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now you say things, Cody.
Yeah,
I will say things. I kind of let you establish it. So you all sense the wagon going through, and if one of you, kind of shuffles toward the front, Erwin's going to say, "We're coming close to the town gates. Lay low. Lay low." He kind of approaches, and you feel the wagon start to creep to a stop. There's only one voice you hear outside. But you hear, Mardikovs, what business do you have leaving Vallaki right now? Erwin does his hail and well met, standard spiel. We are going to the vineyard. We are in need of a restock, and my father may have some remaining. Surely you understand that with everything going on, this town may need some help more than ever in whatever way it can find. You get the sense that the guard isn't buying as he starts to gruff. His voice gets a little more gruff. Understandably, Mardikovs, it would behoove us to not see anybody leave right now, especially with what is happening in this place. And you kind of hear a little bit of hesitation in Erwin's voice saying, but what harm do we have? We've been diligent citizens of Vallaki for... And he kind of gets cut off. You hear the guard say, what the... Give me a perception check.
Everybody?
Everybody? Oh, man, I got you.
I should totally have this
That's
one
a-
memorized by
hey,
now, but
that's
I
a-
don't.
That's another nat 20. That's 2 in a row, baby.
Ow!
Don't know.
I got
Don't worry,
a 12
he
again.
keeps rolling them up. Well, he rolled the other one on an attack, which was a bonus.
That
This
was
just
super helpful, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
So 22.
22? Okay.
14.
14, okay. So Zephyra, with everything going on, you're probably a little less aware of the situation. You also get the feeling that Irina is not as aware of this either. For the three of you, you hear what sounds like wings flapping, a raven's cry, and just this person flailing his arms. Like, you get the sense that this guy is being befell by a raven. Or some kind of bird. I think with the three of you, you've heard enough ravens in this area. You've kind of gotten used to the call specifically, so I would say that you're aware. Zephyr, you probably just sense something's happening, like a bird, but maybe not specifically what it is. Irina's in the same boat. The three of you, especially Aiden, you are aware that it's a raven's cry that kind of comes down. And as that all happens, you feel the wagon at a start just go. And the wagon makes its way through. You sense that there's not much of an impediment, but the wagon hauls ass out of town. And after a steady pace for maybe a mile with this horse, this 2-horse carriage, you get the sense for Erwin. Oh, gods. Okay. We're safe. Nobody's tailing. Again, I ask. We've got a little bit of time here, friends. What the hell happened back there?
Take care of business.
TCOB.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know where you're going with this, so I'm gonna take a deep breath and go. And as soon as I start to speak,
Yep, that's where we're gonna cut off. So,
Oh, hey, we're not dead yet.
no,
no,
despite any best efforts, a couple of clutch moments.
Yeah.
this is
You
the
guys
first time
upright.
in a month that we've ended an episode, and I've gone, maybe we might make it.
I'm pretty happy with my arc and all this. The one-on-one fight made me happy. I'm
I'm going to say it before you cut it off. A lot of times we talk about this stuff after the episode ends. This is my favorite episode we've done so far.
Oh yeah, action packed.
Hands
It was intriguing. Yeah, like the past 3 episodes I think have been fantastic. But this is definitely this is the one right here.
I was gonna. I know we pointed this out a few times during Dawn of Defiance and other shows. If I was gonna point somebody to this campaign and go, what'll get you hooked, it's this episode. This is the one.
Yeah, I'm excited about where it's going. I almost wanted to die just because I'm like, okay, I got this set up. But damn Aiden's luck.
I will not
he's
allow
still
it.
there.
The
You
character
never
doesn't
leave a
want to
man
die.
behind.
He tried to thunder gun me.
Yep.
Trying to give you the I get the thunder gun, but I immediately go to Raising Arizona. Damn it, HI! You never leave a man behind.
Oh man! So thank you for joining us and I'm very thankful to hear you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed running this episode as well. I'd hoped the skill challenges would spark something, and other than
Hey,
the
real
fire
quick.
burning the building, it did spark something.
real quick. We haven't done this in a while. Let's go ahead and give it up for Cody Sandusky.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. Yeah.
I would like to pivot that. Thank you.
Can we keep going for Christina
that was the
Applegate?
person I'm thinking of. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give it up.
Yeah.
She is the inspiration for this entire cast of characters. When you see me as the DM, I want you to see Christina Applegate, specifically an Anchorman.
Someone asked Christina Applegate, they said, how do you feel about Podzilla 1985 always giving you props? And she said, I don't fucking know.
Okay. Well, that is this episode. Many questions to be answered. 1 from Erwin. 2, I'm sure the entire party has some questions for the blood-covered individual they currently are sharing a wagon with. But all those mysteries will be revealed and maybe uncovered next time on Podzilla 1985 Plays The Curse of Strahd. Thank you so much for tuning. I thought about doing that. I was like, Podzilla 1985. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode. This is one of this may be the only episode this week. I know there's a lot of stuff going on.
No.
PW. We got PW.
We got PW tomorrow.
We do have wrestling.
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
then take it away, boys. What do we got?
Well, we got some things to talk about, Hunter. Apparently,
Yes.
WWE had a special guest backstage on Monday that's causing all sorts of ruckus.
That's right. It turns out Baron Corbin was at the show, and
Yes.
we're going to talk all.
We're going to talk about it.
Well, and he met with CM Punk. Apparently, that was the thing.
Yeah,
I
I would
hardly think
also
the
like
fans are
WWE
upset
briefly to take off that silly ass belt.
Yeah, we got to talk about the new World Heavyweight title, or the old one, but it's new. Oh, what is old is new again?
Cody, I like to call it the Cody Rhodes Memorial Belt because
because they're going to give it to him, and
Give
then
it
he's
to
gonna
him.
Die. His
Yeah.
career is going to die a slow death. So yeah, for sure, we got to talk about that stuff tomorrow. But if I understood correctly, that is probably our last show this week. No AD on Thursday, no horse time on Friday. So yeah, but then we're back with this next
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
We are back next Tuesday for more fun and excitement. Well, fun and excitement is maybe strong phrases, depending on how.
No, it's fun and exciting.
strong
for
sexual
us as
phrases.
people outside of it, yes. You may have some kinks you need to discuss with one Bjorn then if you've got sexual cravings based upon what's happened in those last couple of episodes.
It's Bjorn time.
Oh boy, it sure is. It
Yeah.
sure is. But all will be Bjorned once again next week. But that is all I have for us. That is for Kaz, for Double H, for Shannon, and for Lindsay. I am Cody Sandusky, your Dungeon Master, saying thank you so much for joining us for another episode of PZ85 Plays The Curse of Strahd. Would you like to play again? Your answer is no.